And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our wholesome society can remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.
Develops weapons of mass destruction. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
And welcome back to another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions, but at the end of the day, who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Boom, pow.
What's going on, people? We're also joined in the studio by the sad little robot.
What's up, guys?
And yeah, so today we're here to talk about some shit. But before we talk about some shit, make sure you follow us on Twitter at WRKPod, on Instagram at WRKPodcast. Hit up the YouTube page, like, comment, subscribe, everything. All the bells, all the whistles, all gas, no brakes, full send or no send. Show us your love.
Send chimichangas.
Yeah, send chimichangas, bro. I'm
eat
down
it.
with that. I'm always down for a good chimichanga.
I'll eat it. That sounds good.
If you want to support the show outside of sending us chimichangas, make sure you subscribe to our Patreon page, patreon.com/WRKPod. You know, you never know when you're going to find a tasteful nude up there. It's a more of a surprise and receive kind of system.
If you want to see what Sad Little Robot looks like, he might be up on the Patreon, on our calendar.
Yeah, or you could just subscribe to the Patreon and then we'll get him a camera. But until that day happens, he's just Sad Little Robot.
That's a good reason to have been working out lately. So if we ever do drop the calendar, I'm gonna be ripped. I'm gonna be yacked.
A good reason to have been or to start?
I've been getting these muscles primed, baby. I'm going at it.
All right, you heard it here first. Sexy calendar.
Yep. As sexy as we can make it.
Oh, yeah. So, you guys want to jump into it, or should we just shoot the shit for a minute? I don't know. What's the plan of attack here? Because shit's going to get dark really fast. And I don't know. I'm in a funk. I don't know if I'm feeling going dark right away.
I thought the plan of attack was we get some box cutters and jump on this plane.
Oh, yeah. So we're going dark right away.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Naturally, when the Biden administration decides they're going to release documents regarding 9/11, your boys on the show are going to talk about it. So here we are.
Yeah, I was kind of sad, honestly. I thought we already had information. I was ready to find out some crazy shit, but I guess we got to wait like a week, or what's his plan?
Could be up to 6 months.
Oh yeah, he did. Damn, I thought we were gonna get some juice soon. I wanted it, you know.
Yeah, my concern is it's going to be like less than what people already know about 9/11.
Yep.
But it's also going to be like 30,000 pages, and you have to comb through it. And
Yep. Well, fuck, wasn't the last thing that they released was like the landlord that their fucking apartment that they stayed at, you know? It was like, oh, okay. Sweet.
I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of really fucked up shit that happened on September 11th, 2001. We're probably going to touch on some of it today. We're going to speculate on what is going to be released to the public. But I feel like they're not going to release more than what people already know that have been found out through, like, you know, civil lawsuits and shit like that.
Right.
There's not going to be a lot of top secret information released. It's 99% of me believes that they just announced this just to get people talking about something other than how bad Afghanistan ended.
Oh, definitely.
Like, wasn't a great moment in the Biden administration.
It feels like a really coincidental time to bring up 9/11 right after Afghanistan. So
what I kind of feel about it is, you know, you got that big book of serial killers. We got the big old book of excuses. You just whip that bad boy open and fucking rip a page out.
Yeah, just do what I do, just thumb through it and be like, 9/11.
9/11 was bad.
yeah, that is just a really weird.
Yeah, the timing is fucking out there.
Yeah.
Where I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of the same as like the Warren Commission being released every exponential amount of years.
Right.
More documents getting released. We're coming on the 20th anniversary of September 11th.
Oh yeah.
I just want
Think something big's gonna happen or what?
Do I think something big is going to happen on that day? Not like international, like incident wise, I don't think, but
I just remember last time or whatever, like on the 10-year anniversary, Osama was still like a thing or whatever, and he like, oh, I'm gonna blow up a train or something like that, and it never happened.
yeah, dude. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Osama bin Laden probably not behind the 9/11 attacks. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Definitely just like a scapegoat. He's a CIA guy.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping something at least gets released because, you know, that's somewhat juicy. Because when you still look up stuff about it, at least from when we looked at it in the past and looking at it today, even it's the same articles of why these conspiracy theories are debunked. And that's what the one thing that probably 10 pages are is, well, why these conspiracy theorists are wrong?
Well, it's because you're looking on Google to find the information.
Well, the one thing that no one will ever fucking be able to explain to anyone without being like, yeah, we did 9/11, like government-wise. How did a beat cop 2 blocks away from the World Trade Center find one of the guys that blew up the building's fucking passport? Like, why did you find the dude's passport from the plane?
But no black box.
Literally, no black box, no fucking bodies from the plane, so much shit missing. Like, how explain that to me. Explain. That's where Cousin Lenny comes
see
from
the updraft,
on the show.
The updraft from the wind just took it a couple blocks.
Yeah, well, the only thing that would make sense is the fucking cabin door was open. His passport got sucked out of his pocket as he was Allahu Akbaring into the fucking building. And then some dude 2 blocks away picked it up. I happened to be a fucking cop named Lenny.
He like kisses his wallet.
His name wasn't really Lenny. Like someone's gonna like in like a year and a half be in the comment section and be like, the cop's name wasn't Lenny, it was Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't fucking care what the cop's name is. It's a joke. It's an inside joke on the show. He's Cousin Lenny. But no one's gonna ever be able to explain that to me and me be like, oh yeah, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, a passport got sucked out of someone's luggage, landed in the street, but no bodies landed in the street until after the building was set on fire and collapsed.
Yeah. I'm just like imagining him opening the plane door and just kissing his passport. I hope someone finds this. Just rips the door open and just tosses it out the window. Or tosses it out the door.
Depressurizes the cabin and just sucks himself out too.
Also, like 9 of the 13 hijackers went through an airport governed by the CIA and was a like military based checkpoint. Yet they still got through and hijacked an airplane and flew it into the tallest building in New York City. I don't know, man.
And most of them were,
but it wasn't an inside job.
Well, they were saying
most of them
I saw some
Iranian or something
that they were trying to say that they were, you know, had ties with the people in, you know, their embassies and shit here or whatever, and that's how they, you know, got it all done.
Well, yeah, I mean, John Brennan worked at the base at the time that they went through and got checked. And then he becomes the CIA head director after that. After failing at counterintelligence, he gets promoted to the fucking head of the biggest counterintelligence agency in the entire fucking world. Maybe not. KGB might be higher than the CIA.
Seems like he must have
but
succeeded in
still.
some way. It seems like he must have done something right.
He failed upward. That's what we call it. It's called failing upward. It's like when you fuck up, but you blame it on someone else and then fall into a promotion.
Well, I've definitely fell up the stairs before.
I've done that. Not fun. Hurts your elbows. It didn't hurt his elbows when he failed upward, though.
I mean, it might have.
It might have hurt. It hurt his knees, if you know what I'm talking about. A little bit of the action. A little bit of that slurp, that fucking suck from the back, tug from the front. It's called tossing a salad.
That's definitely a way to get a promotion.
That is one way to do it. It's probably not the way he did it, but... And then you look at who was the president at the time, fucking George W., son of George H.W., who was definitely pulling strings when George W. was in office with H.W.'s good friend Dick Cheney. Like,
Daddy, what should we do next?
Daddy, you think it's weird that Epstein had a painting of George W. Bush playing with broken Jenga towers and airplanes in his house? Or do you think after this whole last 2 years of great awakening for most people in the world, you think that's a coincidence now still?
Was it Jenga towers or was it the spelling blocks that little kids use?
I always just assumed it was Jenga towers. I don't know. It could have been Lincoln Logs for all I fucking care.
Hey, Abraham Lincoln was there on 9/11.
Could have been Legos and his mom was walking around barefoot. I don't...
It happens, dude.
You think it's a coincidence that painting existed in Epstein's house?
There was a guy talking about it. I really didn't pay attention that much because, the only thing he said that I was like, okay, makes sense. This is probably what you're going to talk about for the next 30 minutes. I'm not going to listen to it. But he was saying, when he was working with the CIA or something and he was working with one of the head guys and he was talking about, I don't really remember exactly the context behind it, but talking about how, to hide something and, make sure people don't see it. And he said the guy told him, he's like, oh, you just hide it in plain sight. You just hide it all in plain sight.
Yeah. Fucking, there was an episode of Johnny Bravo where they aired that the Twin Towers were going to fall in a movie poster. And that aired in 1997 or some shit like that.
Well, fuck. I can't remember when it was. That fucking dude dude was talking about it in the 60s when he fucking bought it and took out this huge insurance fucking loan on it. He was like, oh, I hope these things don't fall over.
Yeah, he literally made $43 billion.
I hope these things...
It's in a magazine, him saying that too, quote unquote.
I built the building out of toothpicks and glue.
No, he bought them. And the only day that he didn't show up after the day he bought them was September 11th, 2001.
The only day.
The owner of the fucking World Trade Center.
Yeah.
And he got paid double on the insurance policy because he was like, well, my insurance policy doesn't specify which tower, so I should get paid for both. And he got paid for both.
Yep.
He won the lawsuit, got paid for he was $43 billion.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sure he had to divvy out some money to some people probably.
It might have been $1 trillion. I don't remember. But it was never going to have to think about working ever again.
Never even have to think about wiping your own butt because you're going to have somebody do it for
or
you.
A bidet.
No, I'd rather have somebody wipe my butt.
Dude, he probably has pants that have bidets built into them.
Do you think they told him, though, hey, you have to give us, most of this money back that you make, but we're going to let you in on a secret?
Don't come into work that day.
Don't come into work this day. You are going to have to pay us for that piece of information.
Well, even there was a fucking Robert Pattinson movie that came out in, we're talking Twilight time, but it was insinuated in the movie that 9/11 was an inside job. His dad tells him to meet him at the office, then he goes to Long Island instead, and his dad's office is in floor 41 of the World Trade Center. And so Robert Pattinson's just up in the office and the planes hit and his dad's with his younger sister going to fucking Coney Island's amusement park or some shit.
Dang, so they tried to kill fucking Batman.
They did.
If it was fucking the Robert Pattinson, I know he would have jumped on that plane and like steered it through the building, through the glass, and out the other side.
That's because he's a vampire, Mike.
Okay.
It's because vampires can do that.
Vampires are into that. He would have glistened the entire time. You think vampires burn in the sun? No, they sparkle like a diamond.
They redirect like atoms and shit. Like they could like completely make the towers invisible. But did he do that? No, he let the towers go down. Robert Pattinson.
What Robert
is in on
Pattinson
it,
would
bro.
have done in Twilight years, he would have lifted his shirt up and distracted the driver with the light bouncing off of his belly.
True.
Blinded the driver misses, or pilot
Yeah.
pilot misses building, boom, fucking never happened. We have the Freedom Tower. Bleh.
Yeah, that's crazy that he didn't just run
Have
up
you
and
seen the
just show
Freedom
his
Tower?
fucking
Not
nipples.
impressive. It's not my favorite thing to look at.
It's not that freeing.
No.
Wait, so when Robert Pattinson
Do you know
becomes
how many
Batman,
minorities worked
is he the bat
underpaid
symbol?
to build the Freedom Tower? A lot of minorities worked underpaid to build that Freedom Tower.
Yeah. Oh well.
Just throwing that out there.
Man. Sorry, I'm just stuck on the idea of Robert Pattinson just showing his pasty nipples and just fucking blinding the drive. Maybe that's why the plane crashed, because he was blinded and fucking couldn't see, you know?
Man, these windows are bright, but this man's tummy is even brighter. The driver was really a Mothman. Just like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Uh-huh. It's all starting to make sense at this point. I think we've uncovered about as much as we can.
Yeah. What are you going to teach us, Biden?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I wonder. I feel like it's just going to be super underwhelming. Like, there's no way they're going to share anything, I feel like, of actual use. I don't know.
No, because if they expose themselves as being the people responsible into A, killing 4,000 Americans that day, and then B, using that to start a 20-year conflict in the Middle East, they're not going to expose that.
I just hope, that the administration is, so, unqualified that they accidentally
Leak
quote unquote,
something.
yeah, leak something,
Leak something
or
on
maybe not
accident.
unqualified, or maybe they do it on purpose or something like that.
Right. Like, yeah, hide it in plain sight, and then they really fuck up. I told you to hide it. Okay, I didn't tell you to write in the article that we fucking blew those two bitches down.
It's
oh
like
my god.
Right in the middle of the fucking 50,000 fucking pages of fucking documents, it's like, yes, we did it.
Yeah. Tried to do it in I did it in smaller print. I didn't think people could read it. I didn't think they'd read that small, man. Come on.
They wheel Biden out with like a lap blanket on his, in like
no.
a chair, and it just says it was an inside job.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah,
He doesn't know.
I'm not expecting much, but I mean, it would be awesome to get some small piece of evidence. I don't know. Talk about the Pentagon. Talk about Building 7. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Building 7.
Dylan got it this time.
I have no idea. Not everybody.
No, not me, sir. I'm fucking.
Sad Little Robot. Was it Building 7 or Pentagon?
It was definitely Building 7.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to you, bitch.
Old Build-A-Bear number 7.
Yeah, so the thing about Building 7 is actually 7 different buildings. I just can't.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the girls
If
in the
you're
back.
at home, if you're on the road driving, please grab a shot and take it with us.
Bam.
Woo! This one's for the girls.
Yeah, so we hit word of the day. We took a shot on the show. We highly advise you, if you're on the road, to stop at the nearest Flying J's, pick up a shooter of Jägermeister.
Or a fifth.
And rewind back to this part where we all did the shot.
Yeah, and then you have to take the shot with us, or you can restart the whole episode and then take the shot with us organically. I suggest doing that for ratings reasons. But yeah. Anyway,
Lord,
back to the show.
We don't condone you drinking and driving. We want you to stop driving to drink, and then you can keep driving, okay?
Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, no, Building 7. Oh my God, you fucking talk about the biggest mindfuck ever. You guys have all seen like the report from BBC where they're reporting on Building 7 being taken down by terrorists, and it's still up in the background of the girl reporting on it.
No, I have not. That's crazy.
That's wild.
I feel like Building 7 is definitely a nice little pillar of, like,
what the
hey,
fuck?
like, you know, you can deny conspiracy theories all you want, but this Building 7, that's almost all I got to say. Just like Biden can say 9/11, we can say Building 7.
Well, yeah, and Building 7 is where there was a 7-country task force investigating insider trading. It's rumored that inside Building 7 there was a vault where they were keeping confiscated Black Eagle coins from the Nazis.
I like gold. I like gold.
But yeah, so those are two things on top of that. And then the Pentagon auditing the CIA, the exact spot that the fucking airplane, air quotes, fucking hit the Pentagon is the office that was investigating the CIA.
What, losing that money or
Their
whatever?
black budget. They were investigating the black budget of the CIA.
Well, what? And they lost like fucking $11 million or $1 trillion or something. And then,
Yeah, I think it was 3.
oh, I'm not good at math, so.
Yeah, but it's regardless, it's an unimaginable amount of money, and the CIA was being audited at the Pentagon. Their office mysteriously gets hit by an airplane and burns everything around it. Yet if you look at the fucking crash photos, there's plastic computer monitors that weren't burnt. There's office chairs, wooden stools, untouched, literally on the border of where the air quotes fire was.
Yes.
And also no airplane. And the airplane was too big to hit the building the way it did.
Well, yeah, if you look at the fucking video footage, it's like...
Yeah, it looks like a Predator
It's a
drone.
fucking... Well, yeah, and then the crazy part, you look at like where the light poles are, and the light poles are too close to have not been ripped off if they were like by the wings or whatever.
Yeah, if it impacted the way that it did.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
They recently, not too long ago, right? Didn't they find like wasn't it like child pornography on computers at the Pentagon?
Jesus,
Probably.
I believe it.
I thought they
there's
found
probably
something.
some sad sap working at the Pentagon that has to watch our show.
I thought they
Sucks for
found
you,
some
dude.
shit on like computers at the Pentagon. It just made me think like, wow, like why didn't you just have another plane crash into the Pentagon to save your ass? Like, come on.
Well, because the Pentagon is constructed so that if something crashes into it, it just flings it off like a rubber band.
That makes a lot of sense. At
I
least
read that. I wasn't sure if it was true. It's basically like a Chinese finger trap
Yeah, exactly.
of sabotage.
Yeah, if you're like listening to this
Like, you tried to
episode or
sabotage
you've
the
listened to our
Pentagon.
past episodes about 9/11, you can't go to Google. You gotta look elsewhere. Don't just go to Google and discredit everything we're talking about.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely check out Bing too and Yahoo.
Ask Jeeves.
check it out. Check what's it all about.
If you have a question, ask Jeeves.
Ask us, man.
That's where we
Email us,
stand
be
on
like,
this show.
Yeah, ask Jeeves.
We
have
stand
to-
with Jeeves.
Our other 9/11 podcasts, are they pretty well titled so people can go back and...
I think the only time we ever like really talked about it was when we talked about the crimes of George Bush.
Did we not have a full... I feel like we had a full episode on 9/11.
Maybe.
But, yeah, I don't know. I guess we're going to bring back some information today if you're listening, so you're in luck. But, yeah, Building 7, bunch of money goes missing. I mean, like you said, people were investigating it. It just disappears. Money's just gone. A lot of money.
Literally, the
Trillion-
core of the building melts like it was made out of fucking magma.
Yeah.
Magma.
Okay, jet fuel can't melt steel beams, but magma can.
Yeah, especially when it's 4 blocks away. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to see if it really melted like they said, I want to see the melted fucking gold bars. I mean, big old melted fucking hunk of gold from all the coins.
yeah, it was literally, if you looked at Building 7, it's
Yeah.
that shit is where it gets fucking wild.
Okay.
It's like,
Look up
wh-
building 7
where's
photos.
the third airplane?
Yeah. Oh, it disintegrated.
Yeah.
It's like a
Just
piece-
like the one that hit Tower 2. Have
Yeah.
you ever seen that video? Like there was they did a CGI performance in a gym locker room where they made a whale splash through the floor and back into the floor.
Yeah.
It looks exactly the way that the fucking second plane hits the second tower.
Oh, yeah.
Not saying second plane didn't hit the tower, but
Dude, I
at
saw
the same time,
I saw that it was like, I don't know, it was like that they like made explosions that were shaped as a plane or whatever.
dude, they literally, when they built the World Trade Centers, it was built to withstand what was it at the time, a B-52 bomber crashing into
Yeah.
it.
And at the time, that was like the biggest military aircraft like being made.
Yeah, and it's way bigger than a Boeing 57. Or Boeing
It's like they made just a...
757.
757. I just missed the first 7. I'm sorry.
They make like a...
I'm sorry. I don't know airplanes.
They like do like a Wright brothers plane. It's like basically just this big ass plane made out of paper, and it
With
just
2
goes,
dudes and a
people,
bicycle
people
attached to the
actually
ass.
people actually watching like see the plane. It just like folds as it hits the building, and when it's done like folding up, the building just goes boom.
Well, fucking... Oh. Jesus.
Jesus.
What was that?
Oh, those Pornhub ads are
God
fucking
damn
crazy
it.
these days.
Yeah, we don't do
They
the
really catch you by
podcast.
surprise.
We watch porn while doing the podcast. Okay, that's rule
Almost
number
every
one.
time.
Well, I don't understand this. Okay, so like, I'm
I
pretty
bet
sure
you
the
won't
fucking
come in
Empire
5
State
seconds.
Building got hit by like a fucking B-52 or something like that back in the day, and it like looks like what would happen if a fucking airplane hit a fucking tower, you know?
Instead of it demolishing
Yeah,
from the ground floor,
Yeah, exactly.
as soon as the plane hits, the first bomb on the ground floor goes off. Some guy's like,
Oh,
that
not
shouldn't
even a
happen
minute.
as he gets blown up fucking by
It was,
debris.
dude, it was like an hour and a half, right? That the 52nd to like the 70-somethingth floor of the World Trade Center burnt for like over an hour.
yeah.
And then it collapsed.
Oh, man.
Dude, there's a fucking crazy documentary. I can't remember where I watched it. I think it was on Netflix, and it's called like, The Flying Man or something like that. And it's about this photograph that a New York Times photographer took of a guy jumping out of the World Trade Center. And he was a waiter on like the 72nd floor of the World Trade Center. They had like a huge restaurant there. Oh man, it's fucking brutal. And it, like the whole
What
documentary.
does he do? Like, he's flying because he has a jetpack and he flies away, or he's flying
Yeah,
because
no, he,
he's flying to his death
He
really
has he has
fast?
the head chef put up a flambe in his asshole, like load one up, and then he hits him with a blowtorch, and he just flies to the next block's building tops.
Hell yeah.
But that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's basically like a One Piece skit,
Yeah.
but in real life. No, it's the entire documentary is about like the photographer trying to identify the guy that jumped out of the building. It's fucking
Jesus.
just by like going through who was at work that day, who had relatives that died on 9/11. It's fucking rough to watch.
Fucking A.
Because like interviewing firefighters' families is like, oh yeah, you came up on my list of people who died on September 11th. He's like, yeah, but my dad was a firefighter. He's like, oh, looking for a waiter. It's like, it's like, oh shit, all right.
Damn.
Sucks to suck, guy. I'm not interested in you. You're not getting. You're not getting
your dad,
airtime.
the firefighter.
You're not
No
getting
thanks.
airtime today. I don't care if your dad died. All right, you're not getting airtime. I'm looking for a waiter. Who served scallops on the afternoon of 9/11?
Who did 6 backflips on their way down?
This guy.
Damn. Super insensitive. also very much respect to everyone
Definitely.
that fought at ground zero. We make jokes. It's a comedy show, kind of. But, yeah, no, super mad respect for all the firefighters and first responders that were
Anyone
there.
who died,
oh, my
man.
God.
They were not lucky enough to have the insurance policy for the building.
And then the fucking asbestos exposure that they had that, like, what, 90% of the firefighters and first responders are all dying of cancer right now?
Right now, yeah.
Like, as we speak right now?
Would they use atom bombs or something? They fucking...
No, just burning asbestos.
No, when the tower collapsed, all the concrete dust and everything, all the microparticles.
Oh, right. I forgot that shit. Oh,
So if
man,
you
I
look
forgot
at-
that shit can...
Yeah, so if you look at and that's one thing that concrete workers, like, you talk to any person who's done concrete for a while. What's up, Mike?
That's what, our buddy Mike over here. That's why he looks so
No,
rough.
that's like any long-time career, like masonry worker. They a lot of them end up getting lung cancer from those particles. But if you look at the numbers too, it's like more people have died after 9/11 than actually died on the day, and mostly firefighters and first responders and all the people who were exposed to all that harsh microparticle dust.
Thank God I do not work in a metal shop anymore, because I would go home and blow my nose and it would just be black. It would just be black shit that I'd snot out of my nose. Those people are going to die. May they rest in peace in the future. Time travel.
Yeah, like
Their
John
blood
Stewart.
will be spilled.
John Stewart, huge proponent, trying to get New York to cover first responder full medical health care from 9/11. And I mean, like, I feel like if you're going to pull out of the Middle East after 9/11 is why you're there, you're going to start pulling out of the Middle East, at least take care of the people that are, like, that were cleaning up your fucking mess that got you there.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like we just left all those ships in the bottom of Pearl Harbor. No one had to clean it up. But if we had like 1,000 people get fucking lung poisoning from cleaning up Pearl Harbor,
right?
They probably would have gotten some health insurance from it, right?
Didn't they like start clearing bodies out of there and shit out of Pearl Harbor?
I think they cleared bodies out. They just left the ships sunken as like.
Well, yeah, dude, you can take cadavers.
No, dude, they definitely left the bodies at like.
No, I know
you can sell it, dude. You can sell the dead bodies.
A long time, dude.
Did they really just leave the bodies there?
Yeah.
Oh, no
this
shit.
Billy's funeral? Got the corpse and Billy knew it?
Yeah, dude, for a long time.
Hell yeah.
They were saying
This
that
whole time I thought we were joking about it.
even when they were fucking like in there, dude, there were like people in there for like fucking 2 weeks to a month. They're just like fucking screaming and shit and like.
Oh, I thought you meant for like 30 years they left people in there.
Well, they left their bodies in there, just their dead bodies and shit. But for like over 2 weeks and shit, dude, they didn't fucking have any. Dude, if there's people sitting there screaming.
Oh
for like
yeah,
a
they
month,
didn't really
bro.
have the equipment back then to like.
To what? Fucking cut a big ass hole in the fucking bottom of the ship that I don't know that you can see right now.
Well, I mean, now when we have the jaws of life, you can rip it open.
I guess.
But in 1942, probably not.
Acetylene to
They're just like, oh shit, man, we really advertise Elvis Presley being here, and the Japanese fucking hate Presley.
Damn. Do they really?
I don't know. I've never heard a Japanese person sing Hound Dog.
I guess
What
you're
do you
right.
mean? How many times have you seen a fucking... And I'm not... I don't want to come off
Don't do
sounding
it.
bad. But an Asian...
So it's like, I'm trying to do this without being canceled.
Careful, right?
an Asian Elvis Presley. I have seen...
Like in
I've
Vegas?
Yeah,
definitely
there's
have
Korean
Is
Presley.
this in Vegas or what?
Yeah, there's Korean Presley. There's Chinese Presley. I've never seen Japanese Presley.
And that's fair. I don't know, man. And that's... Yeah, I'm walking on a thin line. I'm trying not to offend anyone.
One would say you're walking on egg walks.
Woo! We have the ginger card. We have the Mexican card. We do not have an Asian card. So tread lightly.
I can text someone and get an Asian card real quick.
I probably
Is that
could, yeah.
acceptable?
Yeah, dude.
Just like send a text to Spidey Jess and be like, hey, can
Yeah,
you
it's
get
like
that?
it's kind of like the thing. It's like you give a cop a to get out of jail card, from Monopoly. It works the same.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yep.
I never thought about that. Get out of jail free card. Just carry one in your pocket.
Exactly.
Instead of handing them your license and registration, you just hand them that.
Oh no, all three.
Oh.
Yeah. Make
Well,
it
what's
easy.
the point of having them run your shit if you can just give them the get out of jail free card?
Okay. I guess
Where's your ID? It's here, sir.
right here, dude.
That's the first
Like a
thing.
$50 bill tucked behind
That's
it.
the first thing you show the people, like the bank you're robbing. You show them, like, bro, I'm already gonna get clear to this. Like, you just give me the money, bro. Like, I will shoot you. I'm already gonna get out of this. So you might as well just give me the money.
Or either that, or just show them that you passed go and you should be collecting that $200 from them.
I could do a lot with $200.
Fuck it.
I could afford to buy McDonald's for my family for a couple days.
Fuck was that?
I don't know. That's my impersonation of like every American.
Egg on my forehead. What the fuck?
I need more money so I can buy more fast food that's gonna kill me someday.
I love me some fucking killing fast food.
I wonder how much Subway you could get with $200.
That's a good, yeah.
That's a lot of fucking.
I didn't think about,
footlongs.
yeah.
How many $5 footlongs? Okay, so that's 40.
They're like
$5
seven.
footlongs.
They're
But
$7.
yeah,
dude.
they're like, and plus you got to add in tax. Like,
I'd
So
say
they're like 35.
Okay, so like
8,
35.
Let's say $8. 8 divided by 200.
Easy.
we should be
Less than
sending
30.
$5.
Like 28 probably.
Can we bring $5 footlongs back? Like, that's not a thing right now, is it?
$5 footlongs?
They're not doing that right now, are they?
I don't think so.
in February?
When are they gonna try and fucking pull this shit on us? When are
it's
we gonna
by
see?
day. $5 footlongs are by day.
When are we
Why
gonna-
is Subway not sponsoring this podcast?
Dude, serious.
Okay, but
they're like 2
We've
blocks
talked
down the
about them
street that
3
we could go
weeks in a
talk to them
row.
right now too.
We have talked about them 3 weeks in a row. Why is Subway not sponsoring our fucking podcast?
JP is probably at Peppers right now. We could go ask him for a sponsorship.
True, true.
That's fucked up. But for real though, but it's by day. It's $5 footlong is by day. So like Monday, it's like the Italian BMT. Tuesday, it's tuna sub. Like
They don't feature
probably-
the spicy Italian on $5 footlongs.
no,
I noticed, which is
no.
bullshit.
But they do in February, which is mad lit. You go get 2 for $10.
yeah.
And
I just
Then you got
when's
2
the
foots
day
of
that
subs.
we're gonna get? When are they gonna release their brand new sales pitch? The $6.
was there a
footlong?
Subway in the World Trade Center building? These are things I need to know.
Yeah, there probably was.
Dude, I would not be surprised if, like, on the 33rd floor, it's like, oh, hey, and we got a Subway. It's like some bitch named Susan is like, oh my God, the floor, like 20 floors above us is on fire, an airplane just hit. We gotta go. Just get smashed by a gargoyle on her way out the front door.
there
She's
was
like,
a Subway like. There is a Subway like 2 blocks away from it. It looks like.
oh, I thought you were gonna say like on the 3rd floor. I was like, oh shit, she definitely got out.
Someone's like that Subway got crushed, and someone's like, thank God I don't go to Subway on tuna day because that shit sucks.
Well, there were the
Even though
first.
didn't you guys say tuna there slaps?
No, it's bad. And
No. Yeah, you want Jimmy John's tuna.
Oh, Jimmy John's
Yeah, Jimmy
tuna.
John's
Okay.
tuna. Why aren't they? We could have them compete.
I used to work for them, so they owe me something. Cause yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Sponsor my show. Fuck you.
But like, I want to talk to Popeyes though. I feel like they'd be more.
Popeyes?
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah.
so let's say this: there is a Subway in the Freedom Tower, though.
Oh, yeah, this one's not going down because Subway's in there. You gonna try to get past our flatbread? You can't get past shit, Bin Laden.
The walls are made out of 3-day-old fucking Subway bread that's like has better tensile strength than any steel you can ever
That's what
find.
they use to insulate.
That shit ain't going down,
You
that's
think
for sure.
You think they used fucking asbestos to insulate the Freedom
No,
Tower?
it's all Subway
no,
bread.
it's all flatbread.
Italian herbs and cheese specifically.
It's weird how.
Oh, if that building caught on fire, it'd smell fucking great.
Dude, it smells so good.
That would be the best smelling burning building in the world.
They should start building houses with like oregano in the fucking insulation or some shit, just in case there's a
Just
house
Pink
fire.
Panther
fucking,
and
like-
oregano.
Jesus.
What do you use to insulate? Fucking Pink Panther and oregano.
Oh fuck!
All right, Subway, you heard
You guys got spray insulation? Yeah, we sprayed oregano on it. Wanted to smell like an Italian cook-off if our house ever caught on fire.
I'd get horny every time there's a fire, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that a fire or is someone baking bread? I don't know. Let's go check it out.
You just wake up way fucking hungry at like 3 a.m. You're just like, oh shit, somebody's house is burning down. Subway ain't open at these hours.
Mom, you baking bread? You realize you've lived alone for fucking 10 years?
Just smoke billowing under your door. Are you baking out there? Just smoke coming through your doorway. Just like go to touch your doorknob and it's hotter than shit, and you're like, oh no.
Fuck, man.
Not again.
I'd fucking eat my house. I don't care. I'd eat my whole house.
Especially if it was made out of spicy Italian.
See, I'm a big BMT guy.
Italian BMT is a good sandwich.
Good
There's
BMTs. Gotta have good tomatoes, bro.
The only difference between spicy Italian and the BMT is just like there's one less meat on the spicy Italian.
They have Black Forest ham, but they use less salami and pepperoni.
Yeah.
But there is also... It's more expensive, I'm pretty sure.
Which is dog balls.
Yeah, but it's also on the $5 footlong menu. So if you go on like a Monday or Tuesday,
but the BMT is like always on the $5 footlong menu.
That's what I'm saying. You can get a footlong for $5. I gotta pay $6.50 for mine.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
Oh, so you're high class to me because you're fucking...
I don't want the ham.
Yeah, so the Italian BMT is with salami, pepperoni, and ham, and the spicy Italian is just pepperoni and salami. So, like, if you want ham, BMT is a way to go, but, like...
Yeah, but if you want a
make
good sandwich, you get a
sandwich with all of it. Like,
Bro,
what the fuck?
put
Do
some
you
roast
remember
beef
back
on
in the
that
day?
bitch.
Do you guys remember back in the day when you would? Why are we still talking about Subway? But anyway, do you remember back in the day when
It always comes to the past 3 episodes we've fucking gone back to Subway somehow, and I don't know.
Do you guys remember back in the day? Also, this is the Who Really Knows Subway podcast.
the answer is we really know.
Do you remember back in the day when it was like they had like 6 options for sandwiches and everything else was like build your own sub?
Yeah. It was truly build
Yeah.
your own, and now it's just like, hey, select what you want, but like you can pick the veggies.
If
which is
you want to
balls.
build your own sub, it's going to be like $20.
It will.
Because it's like $1.50 per fucking meat.
Yeah, and
I remember I used to literally get pepperoni and bacon with fucking lettuce and black olives, and my dad was like, "That's fucking gross."
Hell no.
Dude, that was my fucking, and it was like fucking way less than what I pay for a fucking spicy Italian.
I got carrots on my sub one time back in the day, and I fucking never let that go. I'll never let myself live that shit down. That was fucking...
Yeah, they don't even offer that anymore.
I know. That's how fucked up it was.
They were like, dude, this
How
guy...
dare you... I was like 10 years
sad
old.
little
How dare
robot.
you let me get carrots on my fucking sandwich, you morons.
Dude, carrots on a sandwich aren't always bad as long as it's in like a slaw.
No, this was like roast beef and
No,
mayonnaise.
I know what kind of sandwich it was.
I was 10 years old, and I was fucking... Yeah.
And carrots. I want to have good
Unsupervised
vision.
in a Subway. Like, what the fuck?
I want carrots for good vision, wears contacts and glasses.
That's literally me, dude.
This is pretty off topic, but this is
Not as off topic.
Is it
as
about
Subway.
Buffalo Wild Wings by chance?
yes, it is.
I knew it.
This is about it's the second post I've seen, and I just thought it was funny. The thing about Biden telling the military board that were appointed by Trump, how he's like Biden saying like you need to resign like right now, and I just think that's funny because everyone's like, it's the second one I've seen that's joking about like, all right, Biden, you have to say it, you have to say the line. And it goes, Biden going, come on. And they're like, say the line, Biden. And Biden goes, deep sigh.
Come on, man.
Yeah, deep
You're
sigh.
fired.
You're fired. You're fired.
Hell no.
All right, Biden, time to say it. You're the new Trump. Everyone hates you. Everyone does hate him. Most people hate him. I don't know.
The lingerers.
I think he's hated for the wrong reasons, and this is a little sad little robot piece, but like,
Agreed.
he's like, I mean, He's
what they want him to be. They want him to be hated for reasons that are so stupid when other shit's going on. That
I mean,
should
dude,
be
they're
focused
blaming him
on.
for shit that's like not even fucking his
Yeah,
fault. You know what I
exactly.
mean? And like Afghanistan is like the peak of that fucking conversation. It's like, well, you shouldn't have pulled out. It's like, dude, Trump signed the agreement. We were supposed to be out by May.
Yeah,
like,
but he wasn't. But we weren't out by May. That's why they
Right.
were like, "Fuck this, we're taking over." It's because
Yeah.
we weren't out by May.
Yeah.
If we would have been out by May, like Trump said, then bam.
And then he's like, "All right, we're pulling out. We got all these people
let's leave-
out, and it's
let's
like,
leave all this
it's
equipment.
Like, was that Biden?
Let's
no,
let's
Biden,
leave United States citizens there and take the military out first. Why don't we take
Biden's
United
not the
States
one
citizens
making that
out first,
decision.
and then the military?
Biden didn't come up with that. Biden
you guys,
sat there
you guys
like an
are aware
idiot, bro.
that so it's come out in the last like 2 weeks that Trump told his military generals and like, we're pulling out of Afghanistan, and they were like, sorry, Trump, I don't think you know how this works. We're not doing that. That's what they told him. And so voting in the president, we no longer have control over the United States government by voting in a president, because they are not answering to the president anymore.
Yeah, of course.
So
isn't that by definition a military coup?
Yeah, no, it 100% is. And it's been documented now. And dude, Jimmy Dore did a huge expose on it. It's fucking nuts. And so we can't vote in the leader of our military, so we don't have control over the military anymore.
Right.
Which is fucking terrifying when we're talking about military coups as far as 9/11 and stuff like that goes. It's fucking terrifying.
Technical difficulties, maybe.
And I feel that though, and it's that's one of the things where bureaucracy and the government is also the same thing, because we have these people that are not appointed by the citizens. They're sitting there in the government for 40 or 50 years, that can't lose their jobs, Like one of the main things in our area, Cedar Falls, is that we get a new mayor every 4 years, every whenever,
Soon to be Mayor Langle.
Yeah, maybe. But the thing about it is
wow,
that
thanks
We
for
need
your
you.
vote.
We need you in the city planner seat.
but we have the city, exactly, the city planner or whatever, the city, the person that's in the bureaucracy seat that tells the new mayors that come in, this is what we're fucking doing.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't have any fucking choice. This is what's going on.
yeah, and that's the city council. Like the city council holds reign way more over the city than the actual mayor does.
Well, even more so than the city council, there's people that are not even appointed. As a city council, they're appointed. There are people in the, in our city, I don't know what it's fucking called. That aren't.
Yeah.
I
know. Like, yeah, it's unelected officials.
Unelected
and that's
officials.
what, like, 90% of our fucking government is made out of unelected officials.
Yeah.
And guarantee you, fucking over 50% of the people that decided about the quote unquote inside job of 9/11 was unelected officials. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah. Couple dudes sitting on the CIA board, like, oh fuck, we gotta cover our butts.
Well, it's just like how fucking big of a coincidence is. Like I said, what was it, like 4 weeks ago? We were talking about coincidence, like how big of a coincidence it is that one of the first bars I went to in New York when I moved to New York was bartended by a former Iowa Hawkeye football player. That's a coincidence. Is it a coincidence that fucking someone makes, $100 million off of an insurance policy from owning an office space in the World Trade Center, but is also working in our national defense?
I actually looked that up too. I think the payout was upwards of, it was like $3.8 billion is what his insurance.
Wait, he owned an office space, or is it the same guy?
Yeah,
that
no,
owned the building?
there's
The guy who
multiple
owned-
people that got a fuckload of payouts.
Right, the guy who owned the towers. Both of them
He got 3.8 billion.
It looks like 3.85.
Yeah, and then he sued the insurance company and demanded double the payout.
And then in 2007, it looks like a settlement was released or a settlement was reached, and it looks like he got an extra 1 point something. So the total actually payout was 4.77 billion from it.
There's someone that got a lot more than that.
This is what was his name?
I didn't get any of that. What the fuck's going on? Where's my payout?
It was Larry Silverstein.
Larry Seinfeld.
So, 3.5 billion, and then the actual agreeing payout settlement was reached in 2007, agreeing to pay out 4.55 billion is what it looks like.
Maybe it was just the 3.5 billion that I saw. I don't know, but he sued them to get double because he's like, well, both the buildings fell. That was his fucking argument. And the court was like, yeah, we agree with you.
Yeah.
How fucking stupid is that? How absolutely insane is that? Where like, yeah, you probably do need 1.5 billion more dollars.
That's how insurance works. It's fucked up. And not to mention, like, you mentioned insider trading earlier, which was, like, going to be a secondary word of the day. So I almost did it twice for 2 shots. But,
damn, you horny for that fucking black velvet,
let's go, baby. It looks like, a couple days leading up to the event, though, Dylan, do you remember what a put option is?
No.
So we
familiar.
talked about options back during Wall Street, but leading up to the days of the 9/11 event, there was thousands of put option contracts purchased against United and American Airlines. A put option is essentially a short, so you're betting against them to fail. And then leading up to that also was bets or like call options or like a lot of buy orders for Raytheon, who's a defense contractor for the United States government.
Trust me, the fans of this show know who fucking Raytheon are.
Yeah.
But when I was talking about insider trading, I wasn't talking about like insider trading on that aspect. There was floors dedicated on Tower 7 that were dedicated to investigating politicians and what we would call nowadays deep state.
Yeah.
People like CIA, unelected officials, bureaucrats doing insider trading, using their influence and knowledge of what was coming up forward in legislation to do trades. And it was international. Like there were 7 different agencies, I believe. Interpol was a part of the investigation. It was big. That was what was going on in Tower 7.
Yeah.
What was going on in literally the biggest conspiracy theory in the grand scheme of things is that they used the Twin Towers to get us into the Middle East and to mask taking out the investigation at the Pentagon and at Tower 7. Which, if we're
full balls, false flag.
Yeah, like if we're willing to take out those 2 buildings, 3 and a corner of a building,
and kill upwards of
4,000.
Well, over 10,000 when you count out the fucking the.
I mean, you talk about like total numbers. It's
Yeah.
over fucking hundreds of thousands. Because how many fucking Middle Eastern people died because of what we did?
Right.
How many even Middle Eastern conflict that we sparked in the Middle East after 2001? It's just to cover up that you fucking made an extra $1.50 on every share that you had in Nokia. Like, go fuck yourself, die in a hole, and have your son shoot you in the back of the head. Like, I seriously, like, it's so fucking sick. Like, if we're talking people doing that amount of shit to get out of getting caught making an extra $10,000. Like, that's how little they think of us.
Yeah.
And we're not even the people working in the World Trade. Like, we're way below that. We're ants to them.
Yeah. And I mean,
those people were at least flies because they were up in the sky.
Yeah.
One of these
But-
a new thing just came up. Not like that recent, but I mean very recent. Just another thing that's kind of might be a little off topic. We were talking about how engineers explain how Twin Towers collapsed, and literally every single comment I've read out of the whole thing is just about how bullshit. Everyone's just claiming bullshit. Building 7, all this shit. I don't know. Sorry, I was just reading that, and I just think it's funny.
It doesn't
it's
make
like
sense.
people are like, oh, so after 20 years, this is their story. They had 20 years of making up a story, and this is the story.
I just think it's wild though. Like what they don't really tell you about the World Trade Centers is that like in 1993 or whatever, it had got like bombed by a fucking like a truck bomb or whatever in the basement of it, and
Yeah.
and then they set up a
They literally bombed the foundation of the building.
bombed the foundation of the building, spent like more than $500,000 on repairs, and then like Giuliani set up like he called it the bunker at WT7, WRT7, whatever the fuck it's called, and it was supposed to protect. We're using this bunker to protect the fucking World Trade Centers, and then it was like whatever. 8 years later.
Yes. I'm telling you, it's literally how many thousands, like people made the decision to throw away thousands of lives, hundreds of thousands of lives to not get caught, making an extra like 10 grand in stock exchanges for a year. It's fucking
Yeah. Well,
that's literally what 9/11 boils down to. And then it also bumped up our pharma, bumped up all this shit that it's, dude.
Everything, dude.
It's just a fucking hurricane of bad shit.
To increase everything, dude. To make us even more slaves is what it is. I don't know. Oh, it's weird. Also, going back to the fucking Larry Silverstein Steen guy. It's weird that he got the place. Like he rented the whole building and put that insurance claim on it, like a month before or 2 months before it fucking got blown up.
Yeah, and the only day he didn't come to work.
Yeah, weird. 2 fucking months before it got blown up. Okay.
Yeah, and also one of the guy that wrote the insurance program is a fucking Bush side family.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, no, 100%. He is related to the Bushes in like by first-hand marriage.
Damn.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Dude, it's like Rothschild shit. Like
It is Rothschild shit because they owned the building before Silverstein did.
Yeah, but I'm just like
It is Rothschild shit.
Dude, it's like it's literally Game of Thrones. It's fucking so stupid. Like it's so weird that we live in a reality where people watch Game of Thrones. They're like, "Oh my god, this fiction is so good," and it's like this is a medieval version of what you've lived your entire fucking life.
Yeah.
Without the dragons and the fucking Night King. This is what you've been living for your entire adult
life. Like America is fucking
like people our age.
What's the main fucking
Lannisters?
Lannisters, like that's us. We're living there right now.
It's fucking, and we got it coming to us at some point, and I hope I'm not alive when it comes because it's gonna come so fucking hard. But it's so dude, it's fucked when it comes to us. The way that if karma comes back to America, we're fucked. And I feel like with the way that Russia, China, North Korea are talking with other countries, it's probably going to be in our lifetime. And I'm fucking scared for that moment. But this moment in time, I'm cooling. Kind of makes me want to get high.
They apparently a documentary, I don't really know how new or old it is, but directed by Spike Lee, and it talks about him deleting like 30 minutes worth of him talking to conspiracy theorists. And I just think that's fucked up. You're going to take that out of your documentary? Spike Lee, a fucking big old dude like that. Fucking I expected more, man. You're supposed to be a cool dude. Fucking work, I remember hearing in the, Beastie Boys doc, he was working with, like, people like Beastie Boys and stuff, like, old school people. Like, now you're in the spot and you're gonna lie and just cut people's shit out.
You want to hear something real fucking weird? I mean, talking about hip-hop people. What was the fucking, it's like the end fucking lyrics of fucking, Biggie's fucking Juicy is, like, something about, you never thought hip-hop could take me this far. But it's time to get paid. I'm gonna blow up the world trade. That's like the last
blow up like the world trade.
Oh, you can interpret it how you interpret it.
No, that's the lyric is.
Yeah.
Time to get paid. Blow up like the world trade. Born sin of the opposite of a winner.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to eat sardines for dinner?
I like sardines. Weird.
I don't know.
No, there's a lot of like weird. It's so. I don't know, man. 9/11 was definitely prophesized.
Oh yeah.
In more ways than one, but
prophesized and prophetized.
Definitely prophesized.
CFC Somalito, man, he's been going off. Sorry, bro, if you're still there, I missed you, but yeah, I don't know.
You taking those dewormers? Wait, $10,000. Can you explain that part? Can y'all see my comments? So, wait, you're saying 9/11 happened because of an extra $10,000?
Well, I mean,
kinda, a little bit.
It was more than that.
Yeah, it was more than that.
No,
but
I don't mean money-wise. It was more than that. I mean, it was more than the insider trading aspect of it.
There was a lot of things that made 9/11 happen, and it wasn't fucking the Taliban hijacking 2 airplanes, 3 airplanes. No, 2, because
allegedly 3.
Yeah, the third one that hit the Pentagon just kind of disappeared. Like Harry Potter showed up and was like, "Oh man, dude, we can't have this." When Guardian make the plane go.
Yeah, not just $10,000. They're not gonna just
Yeah, it wasn't over $10,000. I'm saying there's a lot of people that made that decision to cover up that they were making insider trading deals to cover up that they were, earning more than they on paper should be earning. And that's a part of it.
And a lot
There's
of it.
so much more to it. Like the drug trade, the fucking ease into turning 9/11 into us invading the Middle East. There's so much more to it than the $10,000.
And if you look at the economy back then in the early 2000s, this was after the dot-com bubble burst and everything like that. Like the economy wasn't in good shape. So like, how do you artificially beef up an economy and boost your GDP? It's through war. It always has been. You take your defense contractors and anybody who's producing steel or any raw materials, commodities like that, gold, what have you, production companies, and that's how you increase your GDP through military demand of an invasion or a war of some sort.
And that's why Raytheon is able to cancel any Beyonce concert they want at any point and any time.
Fuck Beyonce.
Yeah, that's
true.
That's the thing, bro. War is money. War is not war. War used to be war.
All it is.
I mean, I guess war was always money.
Cash flow
Never
to the
mind,
American
take that
government.
back.
That's all it is.
War is always been
It's
money.
great for us, bad for them. And really bad for the fucking people that go over there. Yeah. I don't know. I have a person that I'm close to at work that just got really fucked up over the whole Afghanistan withdrawal. That sucked.
Saying the Wall Street guys in those buildings, were they targeted?
I would think no. I think it was.
No, it wasn't to target the people on Wall. That wasn't. Those places were rented out to random businesses and like real estate companies.
I think it was
like there were restaurants on like 20 of the floors of the World Trade Center.
Yeah, there was a restaurant at the very top.
It was just
floor.
targeted to pull at people's heartstrings.
Because it was either that or it was going to be the
and
Empire
also
State Building.
the World Trade Center is like fucking what people thought like America. This is the World Trade Center. It's the big tower in the Big Apple.
So you're attacking. You're attacking
America.
capitalism essentially.
It's a way to get us.
They're not gonna fly
the thing that fucks it all up. It united people on a level that I don't think I've ever experienced in my adult lifetime.
Never.
Nah, dude, shit was way different after that.
The unification that our parents got in that time period, as to like, you would shake someone's hand and be like, "Hey, God bless you. I'm proud to be an American."
Yeah.
Like, we don't have that these days.
We gotta go get them El Quesadillas.
You wear the wrong colored T-shirt, and someone's gonna be like, "Oh, you're wearing a red T-shirt. Fuck Trump," and spit on you. And again, like, you're more likely to have that interaction than the one that our parents had after 9/11.
Because that was a fear that everybody realized that they could actually see, like on live television, like our fucking like two of the main trade towers collapsing on live TV. Like that was a fear that everybody could relate to. As opposed to like COVID-19.
And you want to say
where all the Trump supporters are like, this is dog shit, because they don't see it. They're not seeing like people like getting sent to the hospital, but like nobody close to them is dying yet. But now you have all these, I'm not trying to go off on a tangent on this, but now you have all these people who have their family members in the hospital from not getting vaccinated that are just like, okay, shit, yeah, you're right, it's real, but it's 9/11 was a different kind of fear. It was a fear that everybody could see at the same time, and that's why it united us to the, united the American people to the point where it's just like, okay, shit, I need to fucking like be more thankful for like the people who are around me right now, the community essentially.
Thank God, like my loved ones. That's what I thought. That was my number one thought through everything about 9/11 was, imagine if I was in that building that day or had a loved one in that building. Like, thank God I wasn't there. And if we need to go kill whoever's doing that to us, fine, go be it.
And the days and weeks after that, we didn't even know like what the fuck was going to happen. We didn't know if we were going to be attacked again. We didn't know if Chicago Sears Tower was going to be hit by an airplane. Like, everybody was fucking like on their toes for everything.
Wasn't there like pre-warning signs though? Like didn't like?
There was a stand-down order given from the White House when Dick Cheney was in the White House. They could have intercepted the planes that hit the World Trade Center, and Dick Cheney gave a stand-down order.
Yeah, NORAD dropped the ball on that for sure.
Well, they thought it was like a training thing or something.
No, the way that the plane was flying. Yeah, they thought something like that.
Yeah.
But like all of a sudden it was just like, why is it going to New York? And then all of a sudden it was like elevation dropped or altitude dropped, and then it's like it was gone. And they were like, oh, so like the last time that an American plane before
it was way before it was even a threat. They were given the stand-down order.
Yeah,
it was like we're talking like 6 in the morning.
No, yeah, for sure. But like you look at like with NORAD, like. The last time an American plane was hijacked was in like 78 or some shit like that, like way fucking long ago. So they literally, like NORAD literally had to get on the phone and call DOD and Air Force and be like, literally dial their number on the phone and be like, hey, shit fucking went wrong. You need to like ground everything right now. And then all it was just military jets like circling New York.
Agree to disagree. You haven't seen Die Hard 2?
Oh my fucking God.
Is that a Christmas movie?
It is.
Yeah,
it happens on Christmas Eve.
Another question from CFC. Oh shit, my fucking microphone. Another question
Y'all
from CFC.
New York.
Yeah, was 9/11 random?
Was 9/11 random? No, 9/11 was not a random attack. It was orchestrated by, I'm not going to say the U.S. government because it's bigger than that.
I think it was all them alphabet agencies.
Alphabet agencies.
That's what I think anyway. It's not great.
Also, y'all from New York, I don't think anyone else here besides our boy AJ over here in the all black, is a New Yorker. If you even call yourself that.
I think that I wouldn't, but yeah, no, it's just
an experiencer. You're an experiencer.
I'm an experiencer.
You were abducted into New York and you experienced it. We're from Iowa.
I was there for a time.
We do corn, baby. We do corn, bruh.
It's it's fuck it. It's like a really, like when you're in New York, it's a really fucking touchy subject to even bring it up. There's people where I lived, like up in the Adirondacks, that they have firsthand family members that are dying because they were first responders to, the towers falling and stuff like that. It's just, dude, it's such a fucking. Whereas, was it random? No, not one. Either. So if you want to think of that as random, you need to think either A, that Al Qaeda was behind it and they just flew it into the biggest building they could find, not realizing that the World Trade Center brought America together, even though it's in every cinema about New York City, and that's the Americana dream is New York City, air quotes Americana dream.
Well, it's because nobody hates the police. We hate nobody hates the firefighters. We hate the police. Well, what I'm saying is it's. If you're attacking the American dream, you're attacking the World Trade Center. And what else? Firefighters. That's the best.
Yeah. What are you gonna fucking fly your airplane into a? No. It's
the fucking. I mean, you couldn't do it. I mean, which is weird that on that particular day, there's NORAD had fucking was conducting experiments, simulations, I guess, on crashing airplanes into fucking the White House or something like that on September 11th. They were conducting simulations on that.
And they said, it looks good, let's go. Run it.
Nope.
Run it right now.
No, said it doesn't look good enough. Let's go somewhere else, probably.
I'm just saying, random, no. I don't think that there is any randomness on attacking the World Trade Center, because that's, like I said, that just stands for... It's like crashing into the Seattle Needle. It's crashing into... I don't know.
That'd be a hard fucking target.
No, I'm sorry. It's scheduled an exercise simulating the crashing of an aircraft into a building 4 miles from Washington Dulles International Airport. 2 years before September 11th, the North American Aerospace Defense conducted exercises simulating what the White House said wasn't imaginable. Hijacked airliners used as weapons into the World Trade Center.
CFC asks, is the American military private or all owned by for-profit companies?
That's way fucking interesting. That is super interesting.
Yeah, that's a very interesting thing to bring up.
Question.
So, if what has been reported recently is true about Trump ordering the military out of Afghanistan and them refusing to withdraw from Afghanistan, then the military is private at this point. I don't know where we go from there. It could also, that reporting could be fucking kind of dog shit. I don't know, because they didn't pull out the way that Biden wanted either.
I mean, but
they didn't follow either of the last two presidents' plans to withdraw from Afghanistan.
If you think about it though, over half of our fucking military is outsourced to private fucking contractors. So you can't just cut contracts.
Right.
And you got to follow through with fucking contracts.
Yeah, and
especially on that level when you're talking about fucking,
exactly.
the
Blackwater,
ATAMs, Blackwater.
Yeah,
are they doing their own fucking thing? Yeah, but if you're following the paper trail of it, the military gets their budget from the House of Representatives.
Debatable. They have they spend $10,000 on hammers every day.
Yeah, I know, but I know that, motherfucker. But the House of Representatives passes.
They give them a
military
budget.
Yeah. Here's the money you have for the fucking year. Use whatever the fuck.
And then here's $24 million extra.
If you don't use it, then we'll cut you less. So you got to use it all.
Yeah, and that's absolutely and that's how.
Yeah, it's like school spending or corporate office spending. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So if you want to,
but they also have the black budget where it's why the fuck do we need both? If you're giving them an X amount of money and being like, if you don't spend this, we're going to cut it next year. But also here's a bonus of twice what we gave you.
Right.
Just reminds me that, I don't know, they just that's probably what it was when they're like, we got to spend this money. Oh, a drone flew over this airspace. we need to go to war right now. We need this right now. We need to go to war.
Hold on. This guy asked a question. He says, "Does the state own the military?" So, yeah, no, not the state.
Well, if you're
I mean, part of the military.
If you're talking like ROTC,
National Guard, yeah.
ROTC, yes.
There's multiple different branches of the military.
But like, as far as the military goes, each individual voter is supposed to have their say in what the military does by voting who they want to be the president. But if the military is not cooperating with the president, which is what we're seeing in the last 2 presidents now,
yeah.
That's fucking terrifying.
That's the definition of a coup. That's the definition of a military coup.
It's not a military coup. It's a fucking hostile takeover.
Well, no. It's still a coup.
It's a coup,
not,
but
not a hostile takeover of the United States, but
it's
hostile takeover of other countries.
It's a coup in the sense that
we're
the
in the
military
waters
is not
where
listening
it's
to the commander-in-chief.
We're in the waters where it's past a mutiny. When you've had 2 captains and you're refusing to listen to either captain and you're doing whatever the fuck you want.
But I mean,
hey, sail west and you go east instead. That's the waters that we're in.
It's different that to say though that like, is it the, it's not the National Guard. It's not it's not the fucking Marines and it's not the Navy. It's probably these private sectors that are saying no, we can't get out of here.
Yeah.
And
new question he's just asked is, so when the state needs a military jet, does the government make their own jets or buy it from the companies that are for profit? No, they definitely buy them.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely buy them nowadays. That would be companies like obviously Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Boeing.
Boeing's the biggest one for
Northrop Grumman.
Boeing doesn't even just make. They make more than just fucking planes. They make tons of missiles.
Yeah, they make
rifles.
They make
through subsidiaries.
Yeah.
They make rockets
Did I say that
too.
word right?
So
subsidiaries.
So CFC, the only people that or the only division of like anything that actually is government run that makes their own shit is NASA, and they are highly inefficient with what they do.
Yeah, they fucking suck, dude. Fucking what? Not Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos. I was just like, not Jeff Bezos, who's the Amazon guy. Jeff Bezos just flew up into space higher than any American has in like the last like 3 years.
No.
2 years?
No.
1 year?
No.
6 months?
No.
1 month?
Long time?
Like maybe a month, yeah. Like maybe 2 months, yeah.
Didn't he go higher in space than any fucking NASA astronaut?
No.
I thought he did.
No, we have
penis
NASA
rocket.
astronauts on the fucking ISS right now.
Yeah, no, I know, but like flew in the last month.
In the like maybe in the last couple months, yeah. Like the last.
Yeah, in a fucking penis-shaped fucking.
He's a cowboy, dude.
Yeah, but they didn't even. No, he didn't even go to space.
Like
though.
they just.
He went high enough to call it space.
No, he did not.
He didn't even go past the atmosphere.
No, they did not.
He didn't go past the atmosphere.
Leave it up to.
AJ, do not argue with me on this one. I promise.
I don't think he went.
Leave it up to scientists.
No, scientists are bought and paid.
No, I don't know. I know that he didn't go into space.
No, he didn't. He never. He
just went into space.
He was approximately about 1,000 kilometers.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his fucking.
He experienced zero.
He literally
G,
flew up in a thing called the Red Rocket. Not really, but
no, it was called. It was called New Shepard.
New Shepard. Yeah.
Blue Origin New Shepard.
Newfoundland Shepherd's fucking penis is what it looked like.
Yeah, it looked like it did look.
It
like
literally looked like a fucking
351,000 feet.
It looked like if you made a fucking dick out of black iron pipe and fucking caps.
Yeah, pretty much. It looked like my penis. Like
I
rockets
could literally
look like dicks, but this one had a head on it. It was weird.
I could rebuild it using like $3 worth of shit from Ace Hardware and recreate it in my garage.
No, the people who flew, the people who went the highest recently were on the SpaceX Falcon 9. Bob Behnken and God damn it, Tom something.
Let's just stop sending English teachers to space because that never ends well.
Let's just say this though. So he went 391,000 feet.
Yeah.
The fucking International Space Station is 1 million, almost 1.2 million feet.
Yeah.
That's pretty lit. Do you know that there was a petition to get Brazzers to put 2 porn stars in space and shoot a interspatial sex scene.
With Jeff Bezos in there, just like
No, not with Jeff Bezos. Fuck. What are you talking about? Dude, it was literally Eva Lovia and Johnny Sins, if you know who they are. I know Al does.
Everybody knows.
Al's almost as much of a pervert as I am.
Do we got a connection over here?
Yeah. Sorry, dude. Yeah, you went to pee and I could hear your pee, so I cut out your fucking audio. Let's see, CFC.
I feel like that had
so
gone
we're-
from Mike's audio.
Nah.
That's the closest one.
Nah, fuck you, Dylan.
So where all the trillions of military money go?
So all the money goes to obviously like paying soldiers, all the equipment, like whatever. Most of it, a lot of it, yeah, it does go to Lockheed, Boeing, Raytheon. A lot of it does go into the development of new airplanes, new technology. One of the biggest, or one of the most recent, is the Raptor plane. I think it's an F.
Oh my god, I saw a photo of one of those.
Yeah, the
Raptor. No, it's wait a minute.
F-17.
No, nope, that's the Lightning. Sorry, it's F-22 Raptor. Yeah, Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. So this fucking thing is the stupidest fuck. Like it's a badass jet, but like the amount of money that
drone, right?
the what?
It's an autopiloted
No,
drone.
no,
right?
no. It's a stealth fighter. It's a straight up stealth fighter. So like
They have a new Raptor
Yeah,
that's
but-
an autopilot drone, or not autopilot drone, piloted drone, and it literally looks like fucking something from a anime.
Yeah, but what you got to do though is just leave them all over to the Taliban so they can have them too.
we didn't leave Raptors over there. No
I
way.
know, just a bunch
Yeah,
of Black
just
Ops.
Apache Warhawk.
The Taliban now has more Black Hawks than 85% of the world. Okay.
Hey, at least they don't know how to fly them.
No, they do.
they
I've
do,
I've
they
definitely
do.
watched, and I've
I
definitely.
know, it's scary.
They
I
take
was
'em for a
making a
joyride.
joke.
They went through a lot of jets in
There's
trial and error.
definitely people hanging from those Black Hawks as well.
Yeah, I've seen those videos
Yeah.
too. It's gross.
Yeah.
If you don't have Telegraph, get Telegraph.
Oof.
Or if you don't want to see Telegraph, don't get it. And don't wake up at 4 a.m. and open it.
And just keep scrolling. And
Yeah,
Scrolling.
So they funnel the money to
What
Lockheed.
is Telegraph? Some
No.
nasty
They
shit.
don't. Well, they don't funnel the money to Lockheed.
Dude,
That-
there's a lot of people that
They-
work at Lockheed. and
Telegraph
shit.
is I don't want to fucking promote it on the show because they don't sponsor us, but it's a Wi-Fi based messaging app that's worldwide using Wi-Fi.
And it's like,
It's where like a lot of the early Wuhan videos came out was on Telegraph.
well, it's also like unsearchable, untraceable,
It's encrypted.
Yeah.
encrypted. That's what it is. Yeah.
So CFC said they funnel the money into Lockheed. They don't really funnel the money into Lockheed. Lockheed, Raytheon, Boeing, all those.
I mean, they
defense
give us
contractors, Northrop
services.
Grumman. So
They give us services.
They
There's a-
have they're contractors. They have a contract with the U.S. government to provide procurement for any military or like anything we need. So they're under contract. They're not funneling money into Lockheed per se, but there's an agreement reached between the U.S. government and these defense
It's
contractors.
what happens is that
They benefited from
how
9/11.
it worked.
No, what happens is that there are people in the government that have interests in Raytheon or Lockheed and stuff like that, and then they're like, oh well, we need to give these fucking contracts to them so I can make money. Bam.
Yeah, it's that, and then with like a lot of the small, because you have to be inclusive nowadays. But the government a lot of times will, and your city actually does this too. It's called an RFP. It's request for procurement. So anytime that your city has a construction job that needs done, it'll send out an RFP to every contractor or whatever the fuck. The United States government does the same thing with military stuff. They'll send out an RFP to see who can provide procurement at such a price to make sure that like this is going to be reliable equipment.
Let me ask you this: Why did NASA give the thing to
SpaceX
instead of giving
Blue Origin,
them a chance? Yeah.
because SpaceX price was like
Oh, I thought they didn't even give Blue Origin a chance.
no they did.
Oh,
Blue
okay.
Origin's price was insane because the Blue Origin rocket isn't fully reusable. So like you're That's the thing. Like with the Falcon 9, they land the first stage. It's going to be half the cost of any fucking rocket on the fucking on the Earth right now. So that's how they save money. That's how, it costs $19 million to launch a Falcon 9 into space with astronauts on it.
Right.
And Blue Origin's like fucking 40 or 50 million. So like it was, yeah. No, so he's suing over being a fucking loser is what he's doing. Yeah.
Poor rich guy.
Sounds like the same guy that fucking was like, oh,
He
I lost 2 towers.
He literally quit. He literally quit Amazon. Like stepped because you saw that a few months ago. He stepped down as a CEO, but he literally like devoted his life to doing to making Blue Origin happen. And like the New Shepard flight, like that was like the first time they ever left the ground that was worth a shit. Like he hasn't had a fucking contract with the United States government. He hasn't launched a satellite into space yet at all. And Blue Origin's been around since fucking like 2006 or something like that.
Damn.
So, sad little robot, can you do us a favor? Go on your stock program on your computer.
Stonks.
Can you look up what things like Raytheon and Boeing were at prior to September 11th, 2001?
Yeah. Yep.
Oof. I wish I would have got in.
So you're looking for, let's see, let's just check out Raytheon.
I would start with Raytheon and Boeing. Because those are 2 biggest war contractors that we have. And I call them war contractors just because they are. Yeah, not great. It'd be great to be an engineer on a team at either of those companies.
All right, so
and I'm not fucking.
I'll give you. So let's. All right, so I got.
Can I finish what I was saying before you interrupt me with your numbers, bitch?
100%. I guess.
So what I was saying was I don't knock anyone for being an engineer at Raytheon or Boeing or Triton or any of these companies that profit from war. Like, hey, you get your bag, whatever. We're just out here trying to tell people about it. And some of the stuff that you're doing kills people. Anyway, continue with your numbers. Sad little robot.
Nope, it's good. Right now, let's see. As of year to date or fucking time today, Boeing shares are trading at. This isn't including after hours. Let's see, down to 33, whatever. So 211.38 was the closing price of Boeing today. If you would have bought it at, we're going for 2001. August 31st, 2001, the share price was $51.20. So you're going from $51 to $211.
Sounds like a reasonable thing to buy into at the time.
If you're percentages, dude, that's 11,025%.
Sounds like it went up a lot. I don't know. I don't know.
But over 20 years, that's pretty good growth, I guess.
1,000? Yeah, that's fucking.
I mean, but dude, how many things? I mean, what about Apple in the last few years? That has gone up way more than that.
Let's see.
Or even say Tesla.
And if you're going for, well, I guess, yeah, because if you go around Apple, what did I say?
In 2012,
Apple was 27.
One sec.
Right.
In 2012, Apple beat out BlackBerry for the most popular smartphone. So go from 2012 to now.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong on the Boeing chart. It was 11,000% over time. So that's going back to 81. That's still a lot. If you go back to Apple for over time, back to 81 again, that's 300. Apple has 387,675%. So yeah, Mike's right on that. Yeah. Apple's a bigger.
Yeah,
game.
but go from 2012 to 2021.
2012.
I mean, well, that was still from the same time
yeah,
period.
But every
I mean, if you go back 5 years, it's still 500%. Apple's a fucking ripper of a stock.
It is. I'm just saying, every school was forced into Macintosh.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yep. Those were the coolest computers.
They
had different colored backs on them.
Yeah, and then they went back to PC. So.
Yeah.
But to answer your Raytheon question too, Raytheon actually didn't perform as well as Boeing, which is fine.
That actually blows. I expected Raytheon to blow fucking Boeing out of the water.
No, dude, Boeing has way more contracts with the government.
I would say
than Raytheon
Boeing's
does.
got
yeah,
more.
But Raytheon has so much more power.
But Boeing's got more things that they do.
I don't know if they do because I never heard about Raytheon until we started doing this show.
Really? Sorry,
not as far as the
war side of it.
contracting, like not
So
Marines, but
okay, so it has
mercenary
to.
contracting.
If you're
and shit
going,
like that.
okay, so like here's the thing. So I'm gonna give you this. We talked about the Boeing share price back in December. Where were we going? Oh shit balls. Here we go. Okay, so December 22nd of 2000, 63.44 was the share price. It's up to 211.38. Their market cap is 123.9 billion. You're looking at Raytheon, who back in 2000 was trading at 44 a share, up to 82 now. Their market cap is 124 billion. So they have one more billion market cap than Boeing does, Raytheon does. So that actually has to do with shares, like of how many shares are on the market. So Raytheon actually has more shares.
More people buying in.
No. More shares on the market than Boeing does.
So it's like if you were to
So
split Boeing in
is
half.
Raytheon is more diluted. Yeah. So if Boeing did a fucking stock split,
Yeah.
Boeing would only be at 105 compared to Raytheon 82. So like Boeing's still up by X amount, but
$40 a share.
Raytheon's still,
Performing still pretty well.
yeah, and they've been the most consistent.
See, I just like
it looks like.
my thing is
Boeing
like,
has just been fucking
with
volatile as shit.
Raytheon, like they bring Raytheon in and all these political fucking
Dissidents.
not dissidents and all these political lampoons where they're like, oh yeah, come vote for this person. Also, we got Beyonce. They
Right.
can literally they have her by the balls enough to where they can cancel one of her concerts and bring her in to do a promotional show for
Oh yeah.
whoever
Well,
the fuck they want.
if you look at like the people who promote, I would say that the next what am I trying to say? The people that promote the next generation of councilmen and councilwomen
Successors.
and, yeah, exactly, are like it's crazy who is all outspoken and who is getting the promotion from Hollywood and stuff like that.
It's about who you know, baby.
So JFC is asking
It's about what party
CFC.
you're in.
or CFC, sorry, my bad, is asking, do they just hold that money or do they and wait for more war?
I would have
Clearly, they're definitely more in the habit of creating more war than they are
Oh, dude, we've
waiting
been-
for more war. Like, we don't wait for war.
America's been in war for like 380 years or
There's been,
50 years out of like 380 years. It's been a fucking
Yeah,
country.
there's
I think
been
it's
like
95% of America's
Yeah, it's-
lifespan has been in war.
Yes,
yeah.
yep.
I think the number as of last year, I don't know what. So now it'd be like 13 years. Is we've been in a war for it's still because we've been in a war constantly. We've been out of war for 12 years since
Yeah.
we've been a nation or some
Something
shit like that.
Yeah.
It's not
constant.
waiting for a war. It's waiting to
Get the next big one.
who are we gonna give money to? What are we gonna spend the money? Like dude, the new Predator drones look
this
fucking
money
scary.
this money is being spent, and it's being spent to do these things. It's
In
not like
R&D.
it's not like it's going into somebody else's pocket.
And
It's being spent to kill fucking people.
And that's where you get the GDP from. That's how.
Yeah.
That's what our economy is essentially has been since the beginning of fucking this nation, running off a war, and that's
Yep.
why most likely that you're going to see a market crash by June. But I don't know. This isn't financial advice.
I don't think.
sell him.
I have a very strong feeling we're gonna be in another conflict before June.
Oh, definitely.
I'm looking at Africa for that. I don't know why.
I
I think it's going to
I
be
don't.
something that have to do with Africa. Yeah.
Not northern, but central.
No, northern.
What about like Kuwait and stuff like that?
Kuwait, we still have a foothold in Kuwait.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people that have been
There's
recently.
no one is gonna fucking fuck with Kuwait after what happened when they fucked with Kuwait under George H.W. Bush, and he turned the fucking the desert into glass. I don't think anyone's gonna fuck with Kuwait as long as there's a U.S. presence in Kuwait.
I just know I got a few friends that are getting sent there and shit like that right now.
That's where my
so
brother
it's-
was for like 8 months.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's working on Apache war helicopters.
Oh shoot.
I wonder,
some shit like
I wonder
that.
who
Or
makes.
some shit.
I wonder who makes Apaches. I'm gonna look it up.
I wish I was an Apache.
I guarantee
Or
you
a
it's either
helicopter.
Raytheon or Boeing.
Dude, damn. Yeah, it's Boeing. Those are the only two people who make planes for them. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
Bo-
no
it's a
shit.
Boeing
Why do you think they have a
AH-64
fucking
Apache.
abundance of fucking power over politicians in America?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Boeing also launches rockets too. Believe it or not.
Yep.
Yeah, Boeing also gives mad blowjobs.
Wait.
That's why they're called Blowing. They have a porn site called Blowing.
Am I
Exactly.
missing? You guys didn't call me up or something last time?
Well, we didn't go.
Oh, okay.
I found out 5 minutes before the show.
Or just
started.
watch the videos on Reddit.
subreddit are blowing.
Yeah.
But how does Subway tie into all this? Well, let me tell you right now.
There's a subway 3 blocks away from the World Trade Center.
I could just see it being another fucking.
A girl named Samantha.
We should fucking do an episode on Subway strictly just to see if we can dig up some shitty dirt on Subway.
No, because we want to be sponsored by Subway.
Yeah, I want Subway and Jimmy John's
I
to fight
love
over
fucking
us.
Subway, my dude.
We should hold a sponsorship appreciation episode for all
Yes.
the sponsors that we want. So Popeyes, Jimmy John's, Subway,
Blue Chew and Subway.
Blue Chew, and
We need to get a beer sponsor. I'm just saying.
yeah. Have you talked to Black Velvet up in Canada yet?
Yeah, let me get right on that.
I just sent the
I
letter.
tried to get, dude. I tried to get fucking PBR to sponsor me just going to house parties when I was in college.
What if we got a porn star to sponsor us?
That'd be cool.
Wait,
Yeah, how the fuck is
how
that?
famous of a porn star?
That doesn't
like
work
B-list,
because porn
like,
stars,
like page
porn
5
stars-
on Pornhub type shit. You know what
All
I
right,
mean?
page 5 is
Porn
okay.
stars are basically sponsored by the websites they work for. So
See,
how the fuck do they sponsor
I usually
someone?
go to at least page 38 before I find the right one.
Oh, no, dude. Have you ever fell into a related videos hole?
Oh my god,
That's a dark.
stop.
That's a dark place.
What?
It's when you click on a video that you thought was awesome, and then you go scroll down to see the related videos, and you're like, "This one looks cool," and
You
then
click
just
on
the
it,
fucking
and
just
then
keeps
you
going.
keep scrolling.
Even more
Oh,
related
yeah.
videos.
Next
That's what I
related.
did this morning before work.
Dude, it's literally the worst place to be.
And you end up in the midget section. You're like, wait.
And then you're like,
Wait,
hold
this
on.
is where I started.
Why does she?
How
have
did
no
I get back
arms?
here?
Why does it work though? Why does it work? Yeah, I guess this is one.
You end up on video like Johnny Sins fucks a watermelon. You're like, why does the watermelon have a face?
Why do I have a watermelon?
It's just a
fetish now?
midget with no arms and legs painted like a watermelon.
Wilson.
Porn can
God.
do crazy.
Why'd you bring up
things.
Pornhub, you fucking pervert?
Look at our fucking logo right now. What do you mean? Why did I bring up Pornhub? You did it to yourself.
Yeah, you right. You right on that. How do we transition this back into 9/11?
I don't know. Did we just end it? Like, what did we do?
there's no reason. So, 9/11.
We went from Boeing to fucking Pornhub, like
To Subway,
In
to
3,
Pornhub.
yeah.
Subway again.
Yeah, it is what it is.
next week. AJ, Mike, and Dylan are going to be eating super hot chicken sandwiches on camera, so stick around for that.
Bro, let's
Are we gonna do that? Because I'm so down.
Let's do a hot wings or a hot things challenge.
It's going to be the brand new Reaper sandwich from Lark Brewing, 6301 University.
You don't say
Sioux
that.
Falls,
Yeah,
Iowa.
you don't say that shit out loud on the show.
I just really would like a.
Trust me, you don't want to say those names out loud on the
They're-
show. We got a lot of weird international fans that listen to the show.
They're not actually.
Like McCheese, we love you.
They need to give us promotional videos or stuff. I need promotional beers from Lark Brewing.
We just need to make like
They
a
need to sponsor us.
video with Subway in it or something.
I'm just gonna edit a fart over every time someone says that.
Or afterwards.
Be sure to check out Single Speed Brewing, though, in Waterloo, Iowa.
Fucking hate those guys.
Yeah, we fucking work. We all work there. It's super great.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
best.
everybody come.
They are very big supporters of the show and support all the views of everybody
They
on
send
the
us
show.
beers every week to drink.
Yeah.
Like Coors banquets.
Best food in town.
Come on down to Mike's Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Right. And happy endings.
Well, that's a given.
Oh, we got one of those down the street. I haven't gone to it yet, but I'm waiting for one of you guys to.
I thought
You
we were
want
all
to go
going
with
to...
one of
I
us?
feel like Dan Troca would show up and be like, just have a seat.
Welcome to Dateline.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
fuck.
know.
Are we? Yeah.
Might be ending it.
Transitioning to the end.
Just be sure to stick around for the promotional code at the end of this video for your free $5 Subway footlong from Subway International.
If they don't know what you're talking about, just yell at them.
And before we do that, follow us on Twitter at Deborah K Pod, Instagram at Deborah K Podcast. Hit up the Patreon page, patreon.com/DeborahKPod. And make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube page. Goodbye.
Oppression breeds retaliation, and only a cleansing of our whole society can remove this sickness from our souls.